Welcome to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. This podcast is here to help you to conquer your big goals. Because the big things in your life that you want to accomplish and achieve, they're going to take more than one step. And this podcast is here to help you develop the right mindset, to take the actions, to keep moving forward and making progress towards your big goals. That way, you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go and enjoy it too. I'm your host, Nick Mazie. Let's get started. What's the number one biggest obstacle you face in trying to achieve your goal? Let me know. Go to nickmazie.com/survey and help me to keep my material on track to serve you best. I really appreciate your input. So today's episode, we're talking about you having access to power right now. So I'm going to ask you, have you ever wanted to do something, but then you waited? Maybe you waited because of a particular challenge that was in your way in accomplishing the one thing that you wanted to do. Or maybe you waited because you thought it was going to be too tough. Did you think that you didn't have the skills or abilities needed in order to accomplish the entire goal? There's an old saying that says, if you wait for all the lights to turn green, you'll never leave. I believe this to be very, very true. And that's why this podcast episode today, we're talking about the power is in starting. Because you don't want to wait for everything to be just perfect in order to start. Because if you're waiting for that, then you'll never get started. You'll never start making progress and moving towards your goal. All the lights are not going to be green the whole way to your destination. And here are a few things that will not be perfect. But still, don't let it stop you from starting. So conditions will never be perfect. Okay. There's always going to be something that could be better or that might make achieving your goal a little bit easier. It's just not just right. But it doesn't really matter. Go ahead and start anyways. You will never know everything. Yes, definitely keep learning, and trying to learn more things, develop more of a knowledge about what you're trying to accomplish. The simple fact is that it's easier to learn while you're taking action and actually experiencing the journey towards your goals. That's when you're going to learn a lot more. So don't wait to start until you know everything. All you really need to know is what's necessary for those first few steps, or maybe even just the first step. Besides, if you're anything like me, you'll probably learn a lot more from the mistakes than the successes. So go ahead and get started, make some mistakes, and you'll learn a ton more that way. Another thing that won't be perfect before you start is that there's always going to be some area that you can improve. This is similar to needing to know everything. It is needing to be good in the skills and attributes required in order to succeed at your goal. Yeah, I know, I definitely understand, wanting to be better before I start. But the big problem with waiting to start until you're better at a particular skill or task is that you really don't improve when you're sitting still. You just don't. No one does. It's when we take action and when we start and we're doing things that we can get better at those things that we're doing. If you want to be a better speaker, then speak. If you want to improve your drawing or cooking or anything, then start doing it. And then that's when you get better at it. And once you start doing whatever it is you want to improve in, then you can make the little adjustments and practice new methods and learn more and hone those skills. But you're not going to get better at it by sitting still and not taking the action and not doing it, whatever it is. You have to start in order to get better. So start. So there's always going to be something, whatever it is. If it's being better at a particular skill, or if it's learning more information, if it's the conditions that aren't just right, there's always going to be something, some reason why waiting sounds like a good idea. Waiting sounds easier. Well, in the moment, waiting is easier. But easy is not going to get you to your goal. Easy is not going to help you to have the life that you want, achieve the things you want to achieve. Easy just isn't going to cut it. If you want easy, just give up on all your goals. Or on the other hand, you can have those goals. You can say and determine what you want, and then you can start taking action to get it. Take the action necessary, and along the way, learn the things that you need to learn. Develop those skills and abilities that you need. And the conditions, it don't matter. The conditions won't be perfect. The conditions don't need to be better. You are the one that can get better. And that's what will help you to achieve your goals. Well, if those aren't enough of a reason to start now, then let me say, time's going to pass anyways. It will. A year from now, you'll be a year older. It's a fact. We don't have much of a choice in that. However, you can choose to either be a year ahead, closer to your goal, or not. What will it be? Things aren't perfect. Okay, what will you do? Wait for all the lights to turn green? Or will you get started today? If you start, then you can learn, develop, improve, hone those skills, improve your situation, all on the journey towards your goals. Up until now, what have you allowed to hold you back? What are you going to do about it? What will you start today? Well, thank you for listening to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. Can't wait to talk to you in the next episode. And please rate and review this podcast through whatever app you're listening to. Or if you listen on the website, please click one of those social share links so that way other people can find it too. Thank you. I'll talk to you again soon.